I think they expect the government and the government employees to be working as hard as they are.
This government has given public servants a blank cheque to work from home.
Look, I think we've made a mistake in relation to this policy, Sarah, and I think it's important that we say that.
This Queenslander is going to be the Prime Minister for Sydney as well, because there he is, measuring out the curtains at Kirribilli. Working from home is what he says he's against. Well, the office is in Canberra.
Peter Dutton has performed another major backflip, abandoning his push to force public servants back into the office. Instead, the coalition is now banking on a 5-year plan to reduce the public service by 41,000 roles, largely through hiring freezes and not replacing those who retire or resign.
Our intention always was to make sure that where taxpayers are working hard and their money is being spent to pay wages, that it's being spent efficiently, and that, of course, will always be the case. We want to spend taxpayers' money efficiently, but I think Labor's been able to get away with twisting this into something it wasn't.
Peter,
work from home.
This is more than that. This
Sarah,
is quite a backflip.
After months of confusion over how it would achieve these cuts, and after Dutton's public criticism of remote work, scrapping the return to office push is part of a broader effort to clean up the negative perception around his campaign.
The Coalition want public servants to be at home all the time.
The Coalition has confirmed it's no longer demanding a full return to in-office work and won't be issuing forced redundancies either. The shift follows internal polling and pressure from key Liberal candidates. Reports suggest voters, especially women, were turned off by the end of flexible work, and Dutton's once-strong polling lead over Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has been slipping. Senior Liberal Senator Jane Hume called it a pragmatic U-turn.
Most importantly, we'll make sure that we enshrine flexible working arrangements, not just the ones that exist, but ones going forward in future as well.
Dutton, who just weeks ago insisted on 5-day office attendance, now says flexibility is key. The change comes just as Albanese ramps up his attacks, accusing Dutton of being out of touch and overly influenced by US-style politics.
We don't have to adopt all of America's policies. What we need is Australian policy for Australian conditions, because we are unashamedly the best country on earth and we don't need to borrow off anyone else.
So what is the Coalition's revised position? There will be no mandatory return to office, no forced redundancies, but a target to reduce public service numbers by 41,000 over 5 years.
Clearly, the opposition have no idea about how modern working families operate.
The opposition leader's research shows just how potent the politics of workplace flexibility have become, and how influential female voters will be in the upcoming election. As both sides vie to prove they understand modern work life, one thing is certain: working from home isn't going anywhere.